The United States deployed over 2.5 million military vehicles during World War II, including tanks, trucks, half-tracks, jeeps, and specialized equipment that equipped American forces from North Africa through the Pacific. This is every major ground vehicle American industry produced for the war effort. M4 Sherman, the medium tank that became the backbone of American armored forces, with over 49,000 produced in multiple variants. Armed with 75mm gun in early versions, these operated across every theater from Normandy to the Philippines. The M4 used radial aircraft engine or continental gasoline engine depending on variant, 5-man crew, and vertical volute spring suspension. M4A1 Sherman, the cast hull variant with rounded turret and hull produced in large numbers for overseas deployment. M4A2 Sherman, the diesel-powered variant using General Motors twin diesel engines, primarily supplied to Soviet Union and Marine Corps. M4A3 Sherman, the Ford GAA V8 gasoline engine variant that became standard late-war production model with wet ammunition storage. M4A3E2 Jumbo, the assault tank variant with additional armor increasing weight to 42 tons for breakthrough operations in Europe. M4A3E8 Easy 8, the improved Sherman with horizontal volute spring suspension, wider tracks, and 76mm gun for better anti-tank capability. M4A4 Sherman, the Chrysler multi-bank engine variant with 5 automobile engines combined into single power plant. M476 the upgun Sherman variants mounting high-velocity 76mm gun replacing 75mm for improved armor penetration. M4 105mm, the assault gun variant mounting 105mm howitzer for infantry support and fortification destruction. Sherman Firefly, the British modification mounting 17-pounder gun, though not American production. American-supplied Shermans received this conversion. M3 Stuart light tank, the light tank armed with 37mm guns serving in reconnaissance and infantry support roles. Powered by Continental radial engine, 4-man crew, maximum speed 36 miles per hour on roads. Over 13,000 produced across all variants. 3A1 Stuart, the improved variant with turret basket and improved gun stabilization. M3A3 Stuart, the variant with welded hull and improved crew space. M5 Stuart, the redesigned light tank with Cadillac twin V8 engines and improved armor layout. M5A1 Stuart, the final production variant with raised turret for better crew visibility. M2004 Chaffee, the light tank introduced late war replacing Stuart with 75mm gun and improved mobility. 5-man crew, twin Cadillac V8 engines, and automatic transmission made this superior to earlier light tanks. M3 Lee, the medium tank with 75mm gun in hull sponson and 37mm in turret, rushed into production before Sherman design finalized. Over 6,000 built with riveted construction and 7-man crew. M3A1 Lee, the cast hull variant with improved production efficiency. M3A5 Lee, the variant with riveted hull and modified turret. M3 Grant, the British variant with lower profile turret for desert warfare. M26 Pershing, the heavy tank entering service late 1944, with 90mm gun and heavy armor for countering German Tigers and Panthers. Torsion bar suspension, 46 tons combat weight. 5-man crew, limited deployment in European theater final months. M6 Heavy Tank, the experimental heavy tank with limited production. Too heavy for tactical transport, so relegated to training. T26E3, the pre-production Pershing designation for initial combat deployment. M10 Wolverine, the tank destroyer mounting 3-inch gun on modified Sherman chassis with open-top turret. Over 6,000 produced for engaging enemy armor from ambush positions. M36 Jackson, the tank destroyer mounting 90mm gun on M10 chassis, providing capability against heaviest German tanks. M36B1, the variant using M4A3 Sherman hull instead of M10 chassis. M18 Hellcat, the fast tank destroyer, capable of 55 miles per hour with 76mm gun and lightweight armor emphasizing speed over protection. 8 Greyhound, the 6-wheeled armored car mounting 37mm gun in open turret for reconnaissance missions. 4-man crew, maximum speed 55 miles per hour on roads. M200 armored utility car, the M8 variant with turret removed, mounting .50 caliber machine gun for command and scouting roles. M2 Halftrack, the basic armored personnel carrier carrying infantry squad with .50 caliber and .30 caliber machine guns. Over 13,000 produced across all variants. M3 Halftrack, the standard troop carrier variant seating 13 soldiers with armored protection against small arms fire. M3A1 Halftrack, the improved variant with better engine access and mechanical improvements. M5 Halftrack, the international harvester variant similar to M5 with detail differences. M16, multiple gun motor carriage, the M3 Halftrack mounting 4.50 caliber machine guns in Maxim turret for anti-aircraft defense. M15 combination gun motor carriage, the Halftrack mounting 37mm gun and twin .50 caliber machine guns for air defense. M21 motor carriage. The M3 half-track mounting 81 motor for mobile fire support. T19 howitzer motor carriage. The M3 half-track mounting 105 howitzer. M4 mortar carrier. The variant mounting 81 mortar with increased ammunition storage. Willys MB. The quarter-ton 4x4 truck universally known as Jeep. Over 360,000 produced. Four-wheel drive, 60-inch wheelbase, maximum speed 65 miles per hour. Used for reconnaissance, command transport, ambulance, and countless other roles. Ford GPW, the Ford-produced Jeep mechanically identical to Willys MB, over 277,000 built. Willys MC, the pre-production Jeep variant tested before final MB design. Ford GP, the Ford pre-production Jeep variant. Bantam BRC, the original Jeep prototype from American Bantam Company. Only 2,600 produced before standardization on Willys design. Dodge WC series, the 3/4-ton 4x4 trucks in multiple variants for cargo, weapons, and personnel transport. Dodge WC 5.1, the weapons carrier with cargo bed for transporting equipment and troops. Dodge WC 5.2, the variant with winch for vehicle recovery operations. Dodge WC 5.3, the carry-all enclosed body variant for command and medical use. Dodge WC 5.4, the ambulance variant carrying wounded on stretchers. Dodge WC 5.6, the command car with four-wheel drive. Dodge WC 5.7, the command car variant with radio equipment. Dodge WC 6.2, the weapons carrier with 6x6 configuration. Dodge WC 6.3, the 6x6 variant with winch. GMC CCKW, the 2.5-ton 6x6 cargo truck. Over 560,000 produced, a workhorse of American logistics, hauling supplies from ports to front lines across all theaters. GMC CCKW 353, the short wheelbase variant. GMC CCKW 352, the long wheelbase cargo truck. GMC AFKWX, the amphibious variant of CCKW for crossing rivers. Studebaker US 6, the 2.5-ton 6x6 truck. Over 200,000 produced primarily for Lend-Lease to Soviet Union. Chevrolet G 506, the 1.5-ton 4x4 cargo truck for medium transport duties. Chevrolet G7100, the 4x4 series in multiple configurations. International M56, the series of light trucks for various transport roles. Ford GTB, the Burma Jeep, a larger vehicle for difficult Asian terrain. Mack NR, the 6-ton 6x6 heavy truck for artillery towing and heavy cargo. Autocar U 8144T, the heavy 4-ton 4x4 for towing and cargo. Diamond T Model 980, the 1.2-ton 6x4 truck for tank transport and heavy recovery. Diamond T Model 981, the heavy wrecker variant with crane for vehicle recovery. Federal 606, the 4-ton 6x6 cargo truck. Ward LaFrance Model 1000, the heavy wrecker series. Oshkosh W 212, the heavy equipment transporter. Kenworth 570, the heavy truck for construction equipment transport. Pacific Car and Foundry M26, the tank transporter tractor pulling 4 0-ton trailers, carrying disabled or non-operational tanks. Corbett 50 SD, the 6x6 cargo truck variant. White 666, the hard cab cargo truck for frontline supply. Brockway B 666, the 6x6 variant for heavy transport. M7 Priest, the self-propelled 105 howitzer on M4 Sherman chassis, providing mobile artillery support. Named Priest for pulpit-like .50 caliber machine gun mount. These supported infantry advances with indirect fire. M12 gun motor carriage, the self-propelled 155 gun on M3 Lee chassis for heavy artillery missions. M40 gun motor carriage, the self-propelled 155 gun on M4 chassis entering service late war. M43 howitzer motor carriage, the self-propelled 8-inch howitzer for heavy bombardment. T92 howitzer motor carriage, the self-propelled 240 howitzer on modified chassis. M37 howitzer motor carriage, the self-propelled 105 on M24 Chaffee chassis. M8 Scott, the self-propelled 75 howitzer on M5 Stuart chassis for assault gun support. T48 gun motor carriage, the experimental 57 gun mount on half-track. DUKW, the amphibious 2.5-ton truck capable of operating on water and land. Over 21,000 produced for ship-to-shore logistics and river crossings. 6-wheel drive on land, propeller for water operations. LVT 1, The landing vehicle tracked for amphibious assault, carrying troops from ship to beach and across reefs. LVT. 2. The improved amphibious tractor with better engine and transmission. LVT. 3. The variant with engines relocated to sponsons, creating larger cargo area. LVT. 4. The version with rear ramp for improved loading and unloading. LVTA-1. The armored variant mounting 37mm gun in turret for fire support. LVTA. 4. The fire support variant with 75mm howitzer in turret. M209. Weasel. The tracked cargo carrier for operations in snow, swamps, and difficult terrain. Lightweight aluminum construction. Amphibious capability. M209C. Weasel. The improved variant with better water propulsion. T-15 cargo carrier. The experimental tracked vehicle for various roles. The artillery tractor towing 155mm and larger guns. M5 high-speed tractor. The 13-ton artillery tractor for heavy weapons. M6 high-speed tractor. The variant for towing long-range artillery. M2 tractor. The light artillery tractor for 105mm howitzers. Caterpillar D7. The bulldozer adapted for military engineering and airfield construction. Caterpillar D8. The heavy bulldozer for major earth-moving operations. International TD 18. The crawler tractor for engineering work. Alice Chalmers HD 10. The bulldozer for construction and obstacle clearing. Adams Grader. The road grader for airfield and road construction. Athay wagon. The earth-moving equipment for base construction. Bucyrus Erie shovel. The excavator for heavy digging operations. Austin K2 ambulance. The British-designed vehicle produced in U.S. for medical evacuation. Harley-Davidson WLA. The military motorcycle over 80,000 produced for reconnaissance and courier duties. Indian 340B. The military motorcycle variant from Indian Motorcycle Company. Cushman Model 53. The airborne scooter for paratrooper mobility after landing. M1 combat car. The pre-war designation for light tanks before 1940 nomenclature change. 2 light tank. The pre-war light tank with multiple machine guns, replaced by M3 Stuart. M2A1 light tank. The improved pre-war light tank variant. M2A2 light tank. The twin turret light tank with limited production. 2A3 light tank. The variant with improved armor. M2A4 light tank. The final pre-war light tank before Stuart production. M1 combat car. The cavalry designation for light tank before Army standardization. T1 light tank. The experimental design tested before M2 adoption. T7 light tank. The experimental Christie suspension tank. M1917 tank. The World War I Renault copy maintained for training early war. M22 Locust. The airborne light tank designed for glider transport, limited combat deployment. T9 tank. The experimental light tank design. M31 tank recovery vehicle. The M3 Lee chassis converted to armored recovery vehicle with crane and winch. M32 tank recovery vehicle. The M4 Sherman chassis is armored recovery vehicle for tank retrieval under fire. M74 tank recovery equipment. M30 cargo carrier. The fully tracked cargo vehicle for supply transport in difficult terrain. M39 armored utility vehicle. The M18 Hellcat chassis with turret removed for cargo and personnel transport. T16 universal carrier. The American production of British design for infantry support. M19 gun motor carriage. The M24 chassis mounting twin 40mm Bofors guns for anti-aircraft defense. M17 armored car. The Staghound armored car produced for Britain and Allied forces. T171 Staghound. The American designation for M17 armored car. T17 Deerhound. The experimental armored car design. M38 Wolfhound. The armored car variant tested but not adopted. M1 ammunition trailer. The single-axle trailer towed behind jeeps carrying ammunition. 101 howitzer trailer. The carriage for towed 105mm howitzer. M116 trailer. The 3/4-ton cargo trailer for jeeps and light trucks. K53 trailer. The ammunition trailer for artillery units. M149 trailer. The water tank trailer for field operations. M200 trailer. The generator trailer for electrical power. M332 ammunition trailer. The 2-wheel trailer for various ammunition types. Bantam trailer. The 1/4-ton trailer for jeep use. Ben-Hur trailer. The 1-ton cargo trailer. Chevrolet M6 bomb service truck. The specialized vehicle for handling aircraft munitions. Autocar tractor. The semi-truck tractor for long-haul logistics. Mack ES series. The heavy truck for construction and transport. FWWD HAR. The all-wheel drive truck for difficult terrain. Rio M34 truck. The cargo variant in 2.5-ton class. International K series. The variety of truck models for different roles. Corbett artillery tractor. The purpose-built vehicle for gun towing. Brockway pontoon truck. The specialized carrier for bridging equipment. White Scout car. The M3 Scout Car mounting machine guns for reconnaissance. 2 Scout Car, the earlier armored car for cavalry reconnaissance. M3A1 Scout Car, the improved armored reconnaissance vehicle with better armor layout and vision. T27 Armored Car, the experimental design tested but not produced. Marmon Harrington Armored Car, the various models exported to allies. Cadillac Gauge Commando, the experimental armored car development. Ford GPA Seep, the amphibious jeep capable of water operations. 12,000 produced for reconnaissance and river crossing. M209 Cargo Carrier, the weasel-tracked vehicle for snow and swamp operations. M76 Otter, the amphibious cargo carrier for water crossing. M3 Mine Exploder, the tank-mounted rollers pushing ahead of vehicle to detonate mines. M1 Mine Exploder, the different mine-clearing device. T1E3 Mine Exploder, the experimental mine-clearing equipment. M1 Dozer Blade, the bulldozer attachment for Sherman tanks. M1 Culvert Carrier, the specialized vehicle transporting bridging sections. Brockway Bridge Truck, the carrier for Bailey Bridge components. Ward LaFrance Crash Truck, the firefighting vehicle for airfields. Oshkosh Snowplow, the asphalt distributor for airfields construction. Galeon Grader, the road construction equipment. International TD9 Crawler, the tracked tractor for heavy work. M25 Tank Transporter, the Diamond T tractor with Rogers trailer carrying 40-ton loads. M26 Dragon Wagon, the improved tank transporter with Pacific Car and Foundry design. M15A1 Trailer, the 45-ton capacity trailer for tank transport. M9 Trailer, the lowboy trailer for heavy equipment. M10 Trailer, the equipment hauling trailer. Rogers Trailer, the heavy-duty tank transporter trailer.